Hi everyone. So today we're going to be making this beautiful A-line backless dress. So I used 3.5 yards to make this dress. Now, if you can see, it's not as full as probably most of you would like, but this was the fabric I had, and I had to make do with what I had. So I would advise to go for probably 5 yards or 5.5 or even more if you want it full, or depending on how full you want it. So yeah, it took me about 2.5 hours to actually make this dress. It's quite easy. The most challenging part was, cutting it, because it was too big and the fabric was too silky for my cutting table, so I had to spread it on the floor to actually finish everything. Now, as you can see, the back side, it comes a little bit low. My advice is to keep it this way. Now, this is not a style that me personally I would wear. I don't feel comfortable opening, showing this much skin. But I know my sister would absolutely love this. I tried raising the back up to see if it will be better, but I realized that the beauty of the gown, I think it's actually even from how low the back is. I don't know. But yeah. So I just did a color analysis test, and it's telling me that yellow doesn't fit me. Yellow is one of my favorite colors, so I don't know. But that's besides the point. Okay, here you'll see me trying to raise the back up slightly to see if it would be better, it would look better, but it wasn't giving as much. Anyway, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be starting again with our 3.5 yard fabric. Again, this is me trying to cut on my table. It was just sliding every which way, and the material was quite long. Anyway, so after a little bit, I decided to just go to the ground because there was absolutely no way this was going to work. So with the ground, I wanted to cut it like this because, again, I was quite literally saving as much fabric, because I'm cutting for the front and I'm cutting for the back. So this is the front right now. I'm trying to save as much fabric as possible. And when I started, I took the full length measurement and I realized that the length was not what I wanted. So I started thinking about my life for a little bit, and then I had to just start again. Yeah, so this is me just starting again, and this is me after I have folded it again and tried the measurement, and I realized, okay, this is fine now. This is very, very much perfect. So I decided to just go along with this. Okay, so if you see me here now, what I'm doing is looking for the neckline. Now, as I said, 7.5 depending on what you want, but I wanted 10 inches, so I'm just going to mark 10 inches there. Then I go to the tip of the triangle, my fabric triangle, and whatever measurement I got here, I got 20 something measurement, let's say 22. So I went round 22 just to give it that circular effect at the top of the neck. You don't want it to be straight. You can leave it as a straight. You can just go ahead, measure 10 inches at both sides. But it will be better for you to go like this and measure your 10 inches there. That's the best. That's the best. So whatever you get at the beginning, 22, you measure 22 round until you get your final shape. So after measuring, I'm going around to just draw it out to give me the shape I want. Now it's not supposed to be straight, it's supposed to kind of like curve. After I do that, I'm now going from that line. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure 1.5. This is for the casing of the rope that's going to be tying your neck. It's kind of like an alternate gown. So this is basically for that casing. So you can make it 1 inches, you can make it 2 inches, but I'm going ahead with just 1.5. And this is quite perfect for me because the rope is not going to be that thick. It's quite small. So after doing this, from the new line you just created, right, not the main line, from the bottom, the 1.5 line, you go ahead and take your full length measurement. So I used 58 for this. You can, again, depending on how short you want this gown to be, depending if you want a mid-length gown, that's all on you. or even just how much fabric you have, just do you. So I went ahead and I took my full length measurement. It's, you can't see on camera, but I took my full length measurement basically. So for the full length measurement I took, a 58 was fine. I didn't really need to add extra for sewing allowance because it was quite very long already. And but you, depending on you again, please remember to always add your sewing allowance. Sewing allowance can be one, it could be 1.5, it could be two. Okay, so here you see me just taking my round measurement. So on the casing line, you keep moving as you take the measurement for the hem. Keep moving, don't stay stagnant. So for the at the edge of the fabric, you keep your tape rule and take the edge of the hemline as well. So just keep moving on the casing line and take the bottom measurements. So after doing that, now I'm just going to go ahead and cut because we are done taking the front measurement. So basically I just reposition my camera to show you what I did, or the length of my gown, right? So I'm just going to get my scissors now and just cut out the front part of my gown. So basically we're done with the front part now, and as you can see, I'm cutting, and that's basically it for the front part at the moment. Okay, so while I'm cutting, right, I went on TikTok and I saw one girl talking about your color analysis, and she dropped a link color wise or something like that, and I decided, okay, let me go and check my own out. And you guys, they told me I can't wear yellow. That's so sad. Yellow, orange. I don't really have anything. Oh, I have one orange. But they said I'm a winter something, so I can't wear yellow. I want to make a series where all the colors that was recommended for me, I want to make a series just buying the fabrics and sewing that particular color to see if they were right. Anyway, basically this is just me taking out the back because I'm going to use the front to cut the back, right? So this is me taking out the back measurement, the low parts, like half length. So your half length measurement is what you take there. I took 15 inches because that's my back length measurement. So from your neck to your back length to your half length, I think everybody should know how to get their half length by now. Mine is 15 inches. For my front, half length is 16. So what basically most people do is minus one from your front to get the back. So that's basically it. You notch the edge, not the center fold. Please don't forget that. That's important. Notch the edge. So basically I have positioned my remaining fabric so I can cut out my back. Now, depending on you again, depending on your fabric, my fabric, as you can see, wasn't a lot. So I already placed my front fabric. I folded the parts where I needed to fold. That's the upper part that is not needed. I just folded that and I took the back measurement and I just placed it on the fabric. Now, if you see when I raise the front fabric away from the back, you'll see that it's quite small, like, but it was fine for me because I didn't want it again. Not like I didn't want it, I would have preferred it if it was full, but I couldn't get that fullness with my fabric. So basically I would advise you to just put your front fabric, cut exactly what is there, but I couldn't do that because see, you see me trying to open it. I couldn't do that because my fabric was just this length, so I just had to cut what I could, and that was basically it. So for the curve again, when you put your front fabric, just trace out the curve of the waist. Just trace out the curve of the waist and make sure you trace out the curve of the back as well. That way it's going to sit like a circular shape. As you can see, the circular shape is there. And so I'm just going straight to my sewing machine. We are going to start with the back. So basically I'm about to make the curve for the elastic to go in, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and sew the curve because I did put allowance for the casing for the back. Don't forget, that is important as well. For the elastic to go in, you put allowance for that. So my elastic is 1/2 inch, not 1/2 inch. So that's why the casing is quite small. So after doing that, I took my elastic. This is the elastic, and I measured 9 inches for the elastic. Now, this was actually even too big. So basically, it's supposed to be 28 divided by 3. That's your waist measurement. My waist measurement is 28 divided by 3. Mine was 9.33333. But I decided to just go with 9. Well, I wish I went with 8 because it was still a little bit loose. But again, do you? I wish I had gone with 8. So I just went with 9. Put my safety pin. Is it safety pin, or I don't know the kind of office pin? I don't know. I think this is safety pin. Put my safety pin, and I just pass that through. After passing that through, where this gown, cutting is actually the hardest part. Sewing is quite very, very much easy. So we are halfway done already with this. So after passing that through, I came to the sewing machine and I just sewed the other places, the edges or the mouth to hold the elastic in. I did that off camera anyway. So I've sewed that in, and we are basically done with the back. Honestly, if I've been honest, but done with the back. So what we're going to do is take the front. What you're seeing me do now is take the front, right sides together, and look for the place you notched, right? The the 15 inches for the back that you notched at the front. Take it and you start. The gown was quite, again, silky, it was just falling off everywhere. You take the 15 inches that you notched for the back measurement, and you take your back measurement that you've just put your elastic and you sew down. I hope that makes sense, because that's the place you notched on the front. That's where you're going to be starting for the back. That's where you're going to put the fabric for the back. That's the place you put your elastic. That's where it's going to go start from. I'm sure that makes sense. Please let that make sense. And so we're going to just go ahead and sew it straight down. Sew it on both sides. At this point, I would advise you also hem your gown as well. That's probably what I did. I didn't do it on camera, but that's what you should do. Anyway, so there's nothing much to say now. This is just me holding that with like a safety pin. Again, the part that was notched at the front bodice, the front fabric, place the notched parts on the beginning of the back fabric where the elastic is, and just start sewing down. Quite easy. This is very, very straight to the point. Like, even without me saying this, you can see the gown itself and realize, okay, the back, since the back is so low, there's nothing supporting the back part. You can just start sewing down. That's basically it. And that's basically what I was doing. I did that. Again, after doing this, the downsides, hem it. Hem it. Don't forget to hem your clothes. Don't let it look rough. Okay, so after doing that, go ahead to hem the sides of the front as well. Just hem the fold it 1/2 inch in. Just fold the two sides of the front. Remember, it's an alternate gown, so the back, there's absolutely no back. The front is not supposed to just be free like that. So hem the sides of the front, and basically you're literally almost done. So after hemming the sides of the front, the two sides, right? After hemming the sides, you come to the neck. The neck is also where you're going to have the rope. So the casing we put, remember we gave it 1.5. We're going to hem that, not close that. We're going to hem that so that the alternate rope is going to go in. That makes sense, right? This is something as a tailor, as a fashion designer, we do it all the time. You want to put rope through, you want to pass rope through something, you hem it to the amount of length that the rope is going to be. So this is me coming up, this is me trying to cut out my rope. And yeah, so I measured 1.5 for my rope. I would advise you to go with 1 inches. It doesn't need to be all that much, but I like serere, so I measured 1.5, and you have to me I had to cut out part of the when I sewed straight, obviously it's a rope now, you're going to close it up. When I sewed it straight, there was so much excess I had to cut it out. So just go ahead with 1 inches. Don't be like me. So yeah, that's me probably watching one of those AI stories on YouTube. I have a headphone on, and yeah. Anyway, that's besides the point. So the rope can be any length. It really can be any length. Just let it be long enough to go around your neck, right? I didn't have like a specific measurement for this. So yeah, that's me closing it up now. When you're closing it up, remember front sides together. So just roll straight down. Sorry, sew straight down, and basically, if there's excess, you cut it out. This fabric, again, as I've been saying, is very very silky. So even if you don't want to cut out the excess, you can just turn it in, and it will slide right in. So that's me basically just turning in the excess, turning it the other way. This is not how it's going to be. You have to turn it in. So I put my safety pin and I just turn that in, and basically this is it. This is me turning it in. And that's it. That's basically it. Then you put the safety pin back and go and pass it through your front bodice. So this is me passing it through the front bodice. I'm very happy I used 10 inches for the neckline, because look at how the gathers was. The gathers was gathering. It was like the gathers. I like how the gathers showed very much. Do you get? So this is basically it. That's it for the gown. It's quite straightforward, quite easy, and yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, just get to enjoy me parading and doing fashion parade for you anyway. So again, I don't think I can wear this out, at least, but my sister my sister will absolutely love it. So whenever she comes to my house, she's just going to take it. I'm just going to give it to her for free. But I think I want to make the shorter version of this. I don't know. I'm going to buy maybe 4 yards of fabric and see how that goes. Okay, that's it for me, my lovelies. Again, please, please, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.